Tonight, from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Brock Purdy.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Coleman, the man in motion left. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now this defense for the Niners, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down and 3. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. That one a first down pickup of 8. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. From the pistol, they run it with Cook to the 27-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 21. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. On play action, Allen. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed and the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Purdy from the gun. That's the rookie 1st-round pick, Xavier Legette. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. A 1st carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
You know I love football. You know I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime into...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
50 Mike, 50
Throwing on first down is Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Here's Allen. To the back. Back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's set a tone, fellas.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Running for it, here's Cook, and he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. Cook turned away on 4th and goal, and this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again, and he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
This now a 3rd and 4. Williams, the man in motion left. Play action. Now Purdy. That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. How about this? Jamison Williams. Touchdown, 49ers. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point try now for Moody. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. And now out come the Bills. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Now Allen going to change it up. Throwing on 1st down. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets
taking it right down Broadway. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a 1st down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Down right around the 25. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Throwing now is Allen. This one complete to Coleman. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Setting up the screen for Cook. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The kick by Bass is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
There you go, partner. That's some old school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser at fullback and let him get the job done.
Purdy off the play fake. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
They go play action here. Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown!
Brandon Ayuk.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is up to 15 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Again, it's Cook. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Cook up the gut. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 11.
75 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
The first down carry for Davis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Flushed out right. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Curtis Samuel, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return is the rookie Xavier Worthy. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Christian McCaffrey.
And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big play there from McCaffrey. 61 yards. He went over 100 yards a week ago, and with that run, he does it again.
He's an absolute horse, a guy that eats carries. And what I mean by that, the more you hand it to him, the more the production you're going to get. A big time for him.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Tip Ryman
punching it in from a yard away. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. James Cook running back out now.
And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual, because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it?
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
85 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. This is Coleman with a grab. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. From midfield, here's Allen.
Swinging this out wide.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Allen now looks to throw.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. To the air, Allen. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Bills.
Keon Coleman,
45 yards.
And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And this one's back to an 8-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
Purdy throw complete here to Ayuk.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards that time. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 3. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Once again, it's Brooks. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
Brought down by Ed Oliver.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5. Purdy going to give it to Garindo.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
But they're certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, 49ers. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Coleman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2. Option play, here's Cook.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
93 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Allen finding Knox there, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Allen going to change this at the line.
Allen now on first down. And this is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10.
We got 4. We got 4. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. You don't want
Now Allen
has his man. It's Shakir.
and he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
57's the mic, Mike 57. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Allen. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
If this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen, here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Forced out to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Allen to throw it. Flush to his right, and they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal.
On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better. And which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Second and goal from the 1.
Here's Guerrero.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Isaac Guerrero
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Niners take a 3-touchdown lead. Moody good with the extra point.
The kick is good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got his man. He finds Worthy.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 31.
First down, here's Mitchell.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
And the Bills are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So after the INT, it's Allen hitting Samuel on the slant. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Allen now on first down.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Now Allen again. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Allen going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
That is caught. Kincaid with it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time.
Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 6 yards away. And the Bills go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Oh, this is blocked. And the Niners have it. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
I'm the best in the game.
And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often, maybe a couple times a year. The blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, he's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Matt Milano, an all-pro last year, in on the tackle. From the 25, here's second down and 7. A shotgun snap for Darnold. That one complete to Leggett. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Play action. It's Darnold. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Up the middle with Brooks here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And Darnold's going to change the play. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And Darnold wants to throw the football. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Now a 3rd and 6. Now it's Darnold. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Darnold now to throw. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little extra on top.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for San Francisco, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.